my name is Dave Luce. I'm the president of MCS, and today we're going to talk about the ultra-high-speed EPIC dual input inserter. Ultra-high-speed inserters are used in the transactional industry for high-volume, high-value mailing applications. This machine's rare. It was actually ordered in May. The customer was supposed to take it in September. He's delayed it till January now, so we have the ability to run it here and show our customers what a dual input looks like. A dual input is going to have one roll in and one cut sheet in, and the customer can go between jobs. It's rare that you use both for the same job. It's possible, but it's rare. Most of the time you would run your web jobs independently of your cut sheet jobs. On the unwinder, this system ships with a Hunkler unwinder. This is a loose web unwinder, and it has a loose web input into a pinless cutter. The pinless cutter is designed and manufactured by Bluecrest. It's a very high-speed cutter. The standard cutter will do up to 50,000 8.5 by 11s an hour, and we have an upgrade to 72,000 an hour. This is the high-speed accumulator feeder into the folder for the cut sheet. This model goes to 50,000 an hour. So the cut sheet, its maximum speed is 50,000 sheets feeding into the accumulator. On the web, it's 72,000 an hour. You'll notice that the work cell is a U. This is called the Westport. The unwinder's on that side. We do offer the unwinder and cutter on the other side. This is the most common because it's very efficient for the operators. You'll notice that the paper is going in, portrait that way, it gets rotated, and then it's coming out this way in the right direction. The sheets get accumulated before they get folded here, and then they goes into this folder. There's two options for the folding plate that we review with customers. One is auto gapping and one is auto adjusting. Auto adjusting is where you save the fold settings in the software so that when you run a job over and over, you can save the settings for the job setup. Auto gapping is when you have a job that has different thicknesses based on the accumulation. For example, if one piece has 2 sheets and the next one has 6 sheets, the folding plates will adjust for the fold for that job within the job. This section is called the TNT. What it does, it will change the orientation of the piece face up to face down. This gives you the ability on your job, if you run it a certain way without having to rerun it, you can change the orientation of the piece face down, for example, for a window envelope. Most systems ship with at least 2 cameras on the input here. These will read 2D barcodes or linear barcodes. They tell us the accumulations for the package. So on this system, we actually have 4 cameras, 2 looking down and 2 looking up, and that depends on the job. This is a guillotine cutter. It does the most common letter folds, 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 14, some smaller, some a little bit larger. But it is a guillotine cutter, and usually when we ship it, we ask the customer what size chip out they need, and that's really based on their inkjet technology they're using to produce the forms. This system comes with 4 feeders, 2 friction, 2 rotaries. Both feeders are feeding into a drum and rotating the piece. We can do cameras both face down and face up. And also you'll find that these feeders are very flexible. We have people doing jobs such as car jobs with these feeders at high speeds. The EPIC has automatic settings which the APS and MPS don't offer, including automatic side guides in the chassis and automatic envelope setup, which is stored in Direct Connect. So when you bring up a job in Direct Connect, it will automatically do the side guides in the chassis, and then the settings for the envelopes to go from A7 to 6x9 to, if you have a flats machine, a 9x12, the envelope settings and the side guides on the chassis are fully automated, which is a big plus in today's labor-tight market. The biggest secret of success of the EPIC is really the insert station. They dramatically reduced the number of parts involved with the insert station, and they simplified the process of inserting. So if you look at it closely, this is completely redesigned from the APS and MPS. And what that does is, even though it cycles at 24,000 an hour, you get more throughput per day because of its reliable input. The other thing that's unique about the Epic opposed to the APS and MPS is the Epic is actually capable of doing flats. So you can go from A7 up to a jumbo on this machine. And that's the way this is configured. You'll notice there's two conveyors on this system. One's for flats, one's for everything else. So the Epic is extremely flexible for those shops that are limited on space and need that flexibility to go from A7 to flats. When you invest in an ultra high-speed inserter, it's critical that you have total control over quality control of manufacturing. So this system ships with 4 programmable diverters, and that's critical for success. One, our philosophy is don't stop the machine, divert when there's a question, especially with integrity. Machines are more reliable than people. This diverter, for example, is typically used for anything that is questionable about the seal of the envelope. This diverter could be a question about the feeding of inserts. This is a table we use for both cameras and inkjets. It's field upgradable for adding an inkjet. Both process color and black and white are available. This is where we usually put a camera to verify the end of the process, and these 2 diverters can be used either for quality assistance, just quality control sampling, or any other user-definable reason. As far as inkjets are concerned, the inkjet does not slow down the inserting process at all. Bluecrest has a very specialized system for process color where the head actually goes up and down based on the thickness of your package. It's called the PPM. So we can do process color, CMYK, on the envelope at full speed. We also offer black at full speed. And we have a unique PDF workflow that makes it very mission critical as far as matching the inkjet imaging to the envelope at full speed. At the end of the process, we have 2 conveyors. This machine is actually a flats machine. Not all Epics are flats machine, but this one is. This conveyor would be used for flats. Now you can disable this conveyor, roll it out of the way. It's very easy to do. When you're not doing flats, you would move this one out of the way, and you would use this for A7s through stretch jobs, and this one would do 9x12s and 10x13s flat jobs. The right application for this machine is 2 things. 1, high volume, and 2, mission critical inserting. This machine is going to be used by the most mission critical applications in the country. High value insurance bills, healthcare bills, anything with security. This machine is by far the most common inserter in the world as far as statements are concerned. So that's our Epic dual input machine. This is one configuration of many for this machine. We do offer machines that do card attaching. We do machines that do inkjet card attaching, where we actually inkjet on the card, drop into the track, and go full speed. We also offer dual inputs on this machine, where you can have 2 roll inputs and do a match mailing at 24,000 an hour. Almost too many options to go over here, so if you're interested, call your MCS sales rep and we'll bring you through the process.